What's up, everyone? Welcome to a new season, 2025 49ers season, and another season with the Niners Now podcast. Myself, your host, Niner Sickness, with my co-host, Niner Jess. We're going to talk football. We're going to talk rookies, all right after this.
What's up, faithful? Welcome to the Niners Now podcast. Niners Jess here, Niner Beto. Show starts now. Let's go. Go Niners.
New era. Here we go. New era. Yeah.
You ain't never seen nothing like this.
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm about to blow your mind with a twist. Hit the lights, here I go, go, go.
Hey, hey, hey.
I make the rules, I run the show. Get ready, get ready, get ready for it. Get ready. I'm in my new era. I'm back. I'm better in my new era. I'm back. I'm better in my new new era. New era.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm excited for a new season. Everyone is 0-0 at this point. There's a lot of things to be excited about. Jess, it's a new season, girl. How you been? And are you ready for the 2025 season?
What's up, Beto? It's good to see you and doing pretty well. I'm psyched for the season. We're a few days away. Let's go.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and say hello to Bebop's in the house. What's up? Bebop Jones is in the house. Let's go. We got Dina Harvey in the house. You know what? Let me hold on for a second. Something I'm not
What's up,
liking.
Dina?
Hold on. Maverick's in the house. How you doing, Maverick? Let me fix something real quick that I am not liking. We're going to make text color. Boom. Now we can see her name. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. We got Maverick in the house. What's up, Maverick? Welcome, brother. Welcome. Let's go. So, the 2025 season is upon us. First game is this Thursday, and then the 49ers will step on the field and in Seattle on Sunday, ready to roll. My goodness, Jess, my goodness. I don't know about you, but it seemed like a long off season for me. What are your thoughts on this off season? And we're not going to get into details just yet, but what are your thoughts of this off season so far?
I thought it went by kind of quick. Considering we didn't make the playoffs last year and we had, the extra time off, it's football's here. I mean, the first game is Thursday. I mean, we're at Tuesday and it went by real quick.
Yeah, it sure did. A lot of speculation with the Niner fan base, a lot of worries, and a lot of, players are hurt. How's the season going to start? Are we going to have any receivers available? Is Jauan Jennings going to play? So many uncertainties in this offseason. But I like to say, I trust my head coach, Kyle Shanahan. I trust my GM, John Lynch. I believe these guys are on top of things. They are working behind the scenes, and they are getting ready for the 2025 season. And as we all know, guess who was in practice yesterday? Can you guess for me, Jess? No, somebody wearing number 15?
I would say Jauan Jennings.
So all these worries, all these concerns that people had, it just went away. Jauan Jennings is back. I knew he was going to play, whether it was with a new contract or under the same contract. He wasn't in a position to afford to pay all those fines per game. So I knew he was going to come back. Ricky Parcells ready to go. We started to get some healthy players back. And I'm excited about that. We got our Mikel Williams is back and healthy. CJ West is back. So let me ask you, Jess, on the offensive side so far, and I know it's only going to be week one, is there any concerns you may have going into Seattle this Sunday?
Not really. The offense is pretty much still the same, with the exception of Brandon Ayuk not being out there. We have the same O line. Except for Aaron Banks. I believe Ben Barch is going to be left guard. But yeah, I don't really have much concern about the offense. But I just want to go back to the injuries real quick. I mean, everybody was stressing over the injuries and how there were so many people out. Now we're the healthiest we've been since 2023 with only one guy out, and that's Jordan Watkins.
Yeah, and he's a rookie. The vets are back. And for what I've been hearing from Matt Maiocco and David Lombardi is that Jordan Watkins is not that far away from coming back. I did not expect him to start anyway week one. So the fact that Jawan Jennings was in a practice, we got a healthy Ricky Parcell. We have arguably the best tight end and George Kittle back there. We have a healthy CMC back there. Trent Williams looks like he continued to drink water from the fountain of youth. We got a good offensive line. And we brought in another back from the Washington Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. I think he's going to be a great addition and complement to CMC. Let me get your thoughts on the running back that we picked up from Washington. How do you see him being utilized here in this offense?
Hopefully he's utilized as, well, he'll be utilized as a number two back, but hopefully a lot more than we've had the past couple years of always seeing CMC and pretty much forgetting about every running back behind CMC. But I think the light bulb went on for this regime, and getting CMC help and keeping him fresh and hopefully making a run to the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. I think this offense is going to be a great offense this year. It's going to be a top 5 offense. Are we missing some people from last year, like Debo, that is now gone? Yes. But I think as long as we have our quarterback, our quarterback, Brock Purdy, arguably a top 10 quarterback in my opinion, and I am willing to debate that with anybody out there in the NFL about Brock Purdy. I love Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy is going to have a spectacular year. As long as we stay healthy, and that's the key for me, that'll be the greatest opponent is playing against injuries. So if we stay healthy, this offense it's going to score points. Now, with that said, move on.
Let me cut you off real quick. I also think that this offense is going to do really well because Kyle Shanahan could actually focus on the offense. He doesn't have to worry about the defense like he did the past 2 seasons.
That's a great point, Jess, because we have Robert Saleh coming back, and he is more mature. He has learned more. Not that he wasn't great when he was here. He was excellent, but he had grown more. He knows the aspect of being a head coach. Now, this whole that he got fired, that's not, to me, that's not on Robert Saleh. Call me biased, call me what you want. The Jets organization, it's a hot mess over there. They are a mess. So the whole firing of Robert Saleh is not on him. He has gotten some experience. He is back on this defense. And you're right, Jess. Kyle can go back to doing what Kyle does best, calling plays for the offense, knowing that his boy on the other side of the ball is going to take care of business. And people don't realize how much that's going to help us offensively with Kyle. Because last year, you're right, Jess, he had to kind of keep an eye on that defensive side of the ball, even more last year than the year before. But still, he wasn't able to fully concentrate on that offense because he had to keep an eye on the defense. We're not going to see that this year. This year, Kyle's back, Robert Sala's back. Yes, we got some rookies in that front line. We got a couple rookies in the backfield. But I'm excited about these rookies, Jess. We yet have seen them play in the NFL. I get it. But I love the upside. I love what the Niners did. One of the things that we were worst at last year, and I don't think anyone can argue, is that we couldn't stop the run if our lives depended on it. They were gashing us. We couldn't get off the field defensively. We put too much stress on the offense. And the Niners said, you know what? We're going to cut the fat. We're going to cut the older vets. We're going to go into the draft, and we're going to draft guys, not necessarily for their sack, but for stopping the run. And they went and got a Mikael Williams from Georgia. They went and got a C.J. Jones. Now, can they develop into a pass rusher? Absolutely. But the Niners, to me, Jess, and I want to get your input, the main goal of getting these young bucks is they wanted to stop the run. Do you think the Niners, now we have to yet to see it, but do you think the Niners accomplished that by drafting these guys alone?
First, I love how you blended CJ West and DJ Jones and said CJ Jones.
I was hoping
That was pretty good.
I was hoping nobody caught that, but nothing gets by you, Jess.
But yeah, to answer your question, I think we'll be just fine on the defensive line. I know that's an area of concern for most, that and the offensive line. But you mentioned Brock Purdy before, and I just want to read this to you and get your thoughts on it. I was just sent this. CJ Stroud was rated as number 39 on the top 100 NFL players list, and Brock Purdy was not ranked despite having a better season. Stroud, his completion percentage, 63.2%, pass yards, 3,727, touchdowns, 20, interceptions, 12, rating, 87. Brock Purdy, completion percentage, 65.9%, pass yards, 3,864, touchdowns, 20, interceptions, 12, rating, 96.1.
Wow. Yeah. You know, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to understand why people hate Brock so much. Listen, he got drafted in the 7th round. You know, the funny thing is, and it's tiring, honestly, if he would have been drafted in the 1st round, none of this would have been talked about. Brock Purdy's good this, Brock Purdy's great. Who cares where you got drafted? Who cares if he slipped by other teams? Who cares if the evaluation of Brock Purdy in college wasn't good enough and he made all the... What I care about that, whether we picked him Mr. Irrelevant or not, because even we passed on him on rounds, at the end of the day, we got Brock Purdy. At the end of the day, Brock Purdy is performing for this offense. And I just want to be clear, Jess, this whole stigma of he just knows how to run this offense. You put him on another team, you put him, it's not about that, guys. He is a Niner. He's not a Cowboys. He's not a Houston player. He is a 49er player. Every quarterback works within their own system. Systems are placed in every offense around the NFL. The problem is, how good can you run that system in that system you're in? And Brock Purdy personally runs it as well as any quarterback out there. He gets rid of the ball. He anticipates where the receiver's going to be at. He can throw those short and long passes. I don't know what people want to see from Brock Purdy to make them feel that we have an established quarterback. I love football. I've been watching football for years. Listen, to me right now, it's Joe Montana, Steve Young, and Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy surpassed Kaepernick. Brock Purdy has surpassed Jeff Garcia. Brock Purdy has surpassed all those quarterbacks by a mile. We have a quarterback, Jess. We have a quarterback that can go out there and win games. So does he have the biggest body? No. Does he have the strongest arm? No, who cares? There are quarterbacks. Look at Justin Herbert. Look at the kid Trevor Lawrence with the Jaguars. He has a huge body. Number one pick overall. Huge arm. You gonna tell me he's better than Brock? Justin Herbert is not better than Brock. So to me, the only quarterbacks, and this is just my opinion, you don't have to agree or nobody. To me, is Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson that I can consider above Brock, in my opinion. Besides them, Brock's better than anybody else. Brock's better than Dak Prescott.
Oh, yeah.
Jalen, the kid from Washington, I got to see more of him before I can say anything. But name me another quarterback.
Jaden Daniels is going into year 2.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not the sophomore slump.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But Bebop is right on this. These rankings are secretly motivating our guys. I'm here for it. Big time.
Brock Purdy, listen, Brock Purdy's the real deal. The guy could have asked for way more money. He just wanted to make sure he was secure. His family was secure. He understands the main goal. I want to, every player's number one objective should get paid. I don't care what fan tells me different. Yes, winning the Super Bowl is a team achievement, but every player, number one goal is to be able to be set for life and take care of their family. He understood the money that he got was enough to take care of his family generationally, and now he wanted more money for the team to spend on other players. He didn't get greedy. He didn't want more than Dak. So this year, I expect Brock Purdy to have great numbers. I expect Brock Purdy to even compete for the MVP because I'm looking at quarterbacks out there. Listen, I don't get the Brock Purdy this, the Brock Purdy that. I think Brock Purdy with Ricky Parcell, and that connection between Brock Purdy and Ricky Parcell is wonderful. And now that Brock moved to Tennessee with your boy Kittle, those guys have a connection that I've never seen before, even throughout the years. These guys can throw the ball and catch the ball in their sleep. Watch for Kittle to have one hell of a year this year. I'm expecting Kittle and Brock to connect multiple times. I'm excited about that. This Niner team is going to put up points, Jess.
Yeah. I said this, I believe last week on my show, that Brock and George have a magical connection. And we're, even though we've seen that, the past, few years, I think this season, you're really going to see it a lot more. It's going to be something special.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me ask you, Jess, defensively, which rookie? And I understand they have to go out and prove it, but based on what they've done in college, based on their physique, which rookie has you eye on? I mean, which rookie do you have your eye on? Do you want him? Of course, you want everyone to be successful, but you're like, if this guy can be who we want him to be, watch out, NFL. Welcome,
Well,
Tito.
I'm not gonna go by what they did in college because that doesn't matter anymore.
All right, fair.
Because they're in the NFL. This is a whole new ball game. But the player that I think is gonna ball out and hopefully he stays healthy is Upton Stout.
Oh, come on. I like him. He reminds me of, what was that kid's name that went to Denver? Was with us for a long time and then went to Denver and we kind of missed him. Little guy too. Can't think of his name, but he played slot corner for us. And I like Stout. I wish we would have seen.
Are you talking about K1 Williams?
K.Y. Williams. No. He was a receiver, wasn't it?
No,
K'Waun Williams. If you talk,
he was a corner.
he was a corner,
Yeah.
and he was okay. If he play, yeah, if that could be it. I don't remember the name, but I think that this kid here can definitely step up and handle his business. Lenore's on the outside, Renardo Green on the outside. We got our linebacking core set, and yes, we lost Greenlaw, and I wish him the best with Denver. But as long as we still have Fred, all-pro Fred, handling the middle of that defense, I'm okay. I'm okay because Fred is going to delegate. Fred's going to run that defense. He's the quarterback of that defense, and he's going to help these young guys do their thing. And as long as Fred is in the lineup, Jess, I am not worried. But I do like your pick. I'm looking forward to seeing Mikael Williams, our number 1 draft pick. Listen, if he gets sacks and gets after the quarterback, I would love that. But that is not me personally what I expect from him. I want him to set the edge. I want him to stop that run. No more outside running on us. I want him to set that edge, push everything in the middle. And not only that, Jess, but when they bring in the NASCAR package, if you will, which consists of Nick Bosa, your Matos, and then you got Mikael Williams inside, and then you got Huff on the outside. That is speed and power. So you got the 2 power guys in the middle and the speedsters on the outside, caving in that pocket. Those 3rd and 7, those 3rds and 8, it's going to seem like a 3rd and 5 miles for these quarterbacks because this pass rush is going to be relentless. And then we have Robert Saleh leading the charge. And guys, I expect to see a lot of blitzes, design blitzes. I don't know about you, Jess, but I saw some of that in the preseason, and I got excited. And that guy help me out here. I believe his name is Chase, the corner that made it. That kid is going to be a torpedo for Robert Saleh on those blitzes.
Yeah, I definitely like what Robert Saleh did in preseason. I think that's just a little preview of what to expect this year. He's said, plenty of times that, he's evolved since he's, been here last. So that's good to see and good to hear. And, I'm excited for this defense, mainly because he's back. And I think that plays a huge role. And you mentioned Fred Warner just before. And, when you look at it, there's a vet at every position group that could help the young guys, which is a huge plus.
Yeah, you hit that right, the nail right on the head. We have vets everywhere. This is why when people say we are a rebuild team, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. We're not a rebuild. When you got vets that are playing at their prime, when they're playing as good as they are in key positions, that's not a rebuild. That's a retool for me personally. Real quick, because I still got to remember to work with these topics. And stay in one, and get my points across. Let's talk a little bit more about Jauan Jennings back in practice. How important is Jauan Jennings to this offense, in your opinion?
I think he's very important because he brings that level of toughness. He has that dog in him. And I think, sometimes the offense needs that. So I think he's an extremely important piece to this 49ers offense. And I'm glad that he's back.
Yeah, I'm with you. Right now, being the Ricky Parsons is going to be his first year as a starter. Having the vet there, it's going to be amazing. Opposite of him on there. And I'm excited he's back there. I know things haven't been resolved the way that both parties want, but nevertheless, he's there, and I'm excited for him. I think he's very valuable to this offense. This kid is underrated. The kicking has gotten better, and I am not mad at him for trying to get some money. Now, I don't agree with the amount of money, but I'm not mad at him for trying to get his money after a good year. I hear a lot of people say, well, he hasn't had a lot of years before. Well, I know he hasn't. He had a great year last year, and this is the time where you need to cash in. So I'm not mad at that. I'm glad that he's back with us, and we can definitely move forward with him as we go into Seattle and handle Seattle business. Let me ask you something, Jess. Out of the players that return from House, and I love listening to people may agree with me or disagree with me. That's okay. I love listening to David Lombardi. I think David Lombardi really tells you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. I don't want people to tell me what I think I want to hear. I want these guys to tell me what I need to hear about my team. And so I want to give a big shout out to David Lombardi and Matt Miyoko and Jennifer Lee Chin for doing just that, in my opinion. And I don't think you disagree with me, Jess.
No, I mean, David Lombardi definitely.
Hey, Vicky.
He tells it straight. He tells it like it is. Matt Mayoko, Jennifer Lee Chan, like they're great as well. Brandon, well, it is what it is. As long as everybody could hear me.
Really?
But yeah, so David Lombardi is definitely a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. And real quick, Brandon, thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that, guys. I don't have my ear set today. I don't know what I did with them. This will get resolved by next week. I'm listening out of my computer speakers. That could be the issue. Next week, if I have to buy them, if I can't find my old ones and buy new ones during the week, I will do that, and we'll take care of that. So thank you for pointing it out, Brandon, and please bear with us, guys. We're doing our best here. Appreciate it. Brandon Ayuk is still recovering. Jacob Cowling is out. Jordan Watkins is out. But the fact that Jawan Jennings is back, it's a great boost. Listen, they brought in the kid, help me out here, Jess, the one that went to Washington now yesterday. He came with to visit us. He was Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne.
They brought him in, and I think the Niners would have paid him a little bit more than what they were willing for. But the fact that, in my opinion, that Jawan Jennings showed up to practice, they had the luxury to say, okay, this is what we'll pay you. Maybe it wasn't enough for Kendrick. He went to go visit Washington. We'll see what it is. But I think we're in a good spot. As long as we stay healthy, we're in a good spot. And then I like some of these players like Gage. They're not big names, but man, with Brock Purdy and the way Kyle schemes receivers to be open, we're going to be fine. And remember, we got CMC. We got George Kittle. We got Big Boy Trent, the silverback, protecting Brock. We got Brock Purdy under center. This offense is going to move the ball. This offense is going to score. I'm not worried about that. So, yes, we don't have, Ayuk yet. I think we'll be fine. And I think when Ayuk comes, he's going to come in and he's going to step in and we're going to get even better. I didn't know that. That's a good point. Wow. Really? Brandon says they released Gage again. Was that today?
They did. Yeah, because they promoted MVS to the 53-man roster.
Okay. All right. So they see MVS as a potential receiver that can help out the team. Hey, listen, when it comes to like these third, fourth receivers, I like Gage, but like I said, I trust in Kyle. I know what they're doing over there. Okay. Well, thank you for putting it. I didn't know they had released them. We'll see how it goes. Symmetry 7 is in the house. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. God bless you. And I hope you're excited for a 2025 season. Boy, guys, the Niners are going to freaking surprise a lot of people. I know a lot of people are doubtful because of our young defense. Listen, this defense is going to be just fine because of Robert Saleh. Kyle Shanahan, like my co-host just said, and she brought up a great point about Kyle having the freedom to just do what he does on the offensive side of the ball. This game that we play against Seattle is going to make a statement, and I'm fired up. This is not just me being a homer. I'm fired up for my team because there is a lot of potential here. This team is not over. They're not done. This team is right in the middle. I look at the West, Jess. An old, is he healthy? Is he not healthy? How's his back? Matthew Stafford does not worry me. Kyle Murray, that guy's been up and down. The Arizona don't worry me. And then you got Seattle with a nice defensive coach and a good defense building over there. But at the end of the day, it's a defensive coach out there. I don't see anything. As long as we stay healthy, I don't see anything to worry about. I think this team is going to be fine. And I think we're going to go further than what a lot of people think we are. And the schedule doesn't hurt us either.
No, it doesn't. But let me ask you this. Are you concerned about the offensive line?
Am I concerned a little bit about the offensive line? I don't like the depth in it, honestly, but I think Ben Burch is going to be fine at left guard. I think he'll be fine. Listen, out of all the guys on the line, the only one that I truly question or have concerns about is Jake Brendel at center. To me, he's the only liability on that team. People, I don't get people. McKivitz is one hell of a tackle. Does he get burned once? Yes, every tackle does. Not every tackle is Trent Williams, but he handles his business. So to answer your question, if there's a concern on the offensive line, is at center. And we really don't have that much depth behind them. So that's an area that I do have concern. But as long as Brendel can stay healthy and he's going to make mistakes, but try to limit those mistakes. Kyle Shanahan schemes up that offense to protect Brock. This is why they don't have to be big. Kyle schemes that offense to protect Brock. He moves that offense. Okay, he understands who's that power rusher on the opposing team, and he just misdirects the plays to get our offensive line away from that guy. So am I concerned, Brendel? Yes. Overall, I am not.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people complain about Colton McKivitz, but he actually had the better season last year than Jake Brendel. Center also does concern me a little bit. I think that's the fan consensus that, the center is a concern. But you are right. Yeah, I don't know what the echoing is, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, Kyle Shanahan will scheme everything. He does really well at scheming. So we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty pumped about this offense.
Yeah. And once again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Listen, it's our first live of the season. There's going to be some issues. I'd rather the issues be here with us than with the Niners on Sunday. We'll get them fixed, and we'll come at you next Tuesday, firing at all cylinders. I have trust in my ability. As long as I have my co-host Jess, we'll be fine. What's up, baby? I see my wonderful, lovely wife in the chat. Love you, girl. Give her a big shout out. I did something. Let me know if the echo changed for Jess. When Jess talks, let me know if she's still echoing or not. This is great input. This is where I can kind of work out the knots to see which direction to go during the week into our next show. Bebop says Brock.
Bebop brings up a good point. You know, Brock throwing to his receivers and George in the offseason will truly help their timing and chemistry this year. Agree 100%.
Elaborate on that for us.
Well, you know, you said earlier that, you know, Brock was down he moved to Tennessee, close to George. So they've been working out. Brock Purdy has also been working out with Ricky Pearsall and Jacob Cowing during the summer. You know, it sucks that Jacob Cowing's hurt. Can't seem to catch a break. But yeah, I think it's gonna help tremendously, and we're definitely gonna see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And my wife loves to see us team up and do our thing. All right, so the Niners 25 rookie class includes defensive end Michael Williams, Alfred Collins, Nick Martin, Upton Scott, C.J. West, Jordan Watkins, Jordan James, safety Marcus, and quarterback Curtis Rourke, offensive O'Connor Cobley, and receiver Junior Bargain. Now, some more players were cut. Some players made the 59. Made the 59. I wish. Made the 53-man roster. The undrafted.
I'm apparently good now. There's no echo.
Yeah, so that worked. Now, no echo. Okay, so this is I love the input because I'm able to do things throughout the show that I can. Okay, this I moved. Now, I think you still hear me with an echo though, right, Jess?
No, now you're okay.
Oh, okay. Well, even better. Praise God. Okay, good. No echo. Thank you, Daniel. Big shout out, real quick. Big shout out to the chat. I normally have sound effects. Did I move them over? Did I move them? Because I wanted to give you guys an applause. I don't think I moved them. Okay, I will have all that squared out next week for you guys. But let's move on to our next topic. 2 undrafted players who made the team, both in different ways. Offensive lineman Drew Moss was added to the 53-man roster. Congratulations. And D lineman Sebastian Valdez. He was cut, but then he was added to the practice squad the very next day. These undrafted guys, especially Drew Moss, and we'll talk a little bit about Valdez in a minute. Are you familiar with Drew Moss in college, or if not, I'll elaborate a little bit more. But I just want to get your thoughts on this undrafted making the 53. People don't realize how hard it is to be undrafted and make the 53-man roster.
Well, they're both good finds. I don't know too much about Drew Moss, but from what I hear and from what, I've seen, like through, training camp videos, like he's been really good. As far as Sebastian Valdez, he an awesome find, and I think that he's going to definitely help us out.
Yeah. I love what he does on defense. The guy is raw. He still needs a lot of work, but the potential's there. And the fact that he made it back to our practice squad is amazing. And I love this kid, Drew. The kid, great player in college. He puts his hand to the dirt. He's not afraid to get hit. The guy's a bulldozer. The guy moves. And I wasn't particularly surprised. Me personally, I wasn't surprised that he was able to make that roster. The kid has a lot of heart. And I know, Brock, sorry, Brock, that I'm going to say this, but I'm glad that we got rid of his friend.
Nick Zakel.
Yeah, Nick Zakel. Listen, they tried a lot to do things.
I thought he was back on the practice squad.
Well, that's fine. If he is, that's where he belongs. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but I'm
No,
glad,
you're right. You're
I'm
right.
glad that and it's not, they didn't give a kid a chance. They tried everything, and I did everything to give him opportunities, and he just can't do anything. So I love Drew Moss. I think Drew Moss, for me personally, is an upgrade to Sakal, and I'm happy to see him on the line. Jess, let's talk a little bit about Mr. Huff. What are your thoughts on Huff?
I am excited to see Bryce Huff. Like Bebop said, it's our new Huff, referencing Teleno Hufanga. But yeah, I'm excited to see Bryce Huff. I'm excited to see that whole defensive line just go on. And you know what? Like Robert Sal, they're going to go on Robert Saleh's motor. Like the motor, it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to see it.
I mean, in the first and second down, you got Mikael Williams, a big body out there, right next to Elliott. You got a big boy, and kudos to Kalia Davis, real quick, for hitting that starting lineup. And before people panic about Alfred Collins and C.J. West, oh my God, they couldn't even beat Kalia Davis. Stop it. These guys are rookies. Alfred Collins started late because of some issues. C.J. West got hurt, so they're being a little protecting on him. And Kalia Davis has been playing very well in preseason. He's been looking really good in this offseason. So I am glad he's getting this opportunity to be a starter. And it's going to be up to him to stay there. And I'm okay to develop Alfred Collins. As long as we're getting what we need from the starters, I'm okay with having a second round pick sitting on the bench and learning. I'm okay with that. As long as we're productive. And I think Khalil Davis, if he doesn't get hurt, Jess, is he going to be an old pro? Right? No. Not in his first year of starting, but I think this kid has the potential to handle his business. He's great against the run, and I'm happy for Kalia Davis, and I wanted to give him a shout out for cracking, at least for week one, that starting job.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's been hurt, not this time around, but I think like a couple years ago, he was hurt for a while. I think it was something with his knee. So he really has never had that chance to, like show what he can do. But from what I hear, like he's had a great camp. Alfred Collins, he missed all of OTAs and mini camp because of his calf. But from what has been said, he's definitely improving, preseason game by preseason game, practice by practice. So, we'll see what happens. The real thing starts on Sunday.
The real thing starts on Sunday. I love it. Jess, it is that time to do our weekly pick'ems. For those that are just joining in and those who've been with us, thank you so much for your support to the channel. Listen, me and Jess, every week, we're going to give our week predictions, and we're going to tally up everything at the end of the season. All right. And it's all for fun. We're having fun. So if you guys want to chime in the comments, feel free to do so. But me and Jess, we're going to pick every team for week 1, week 2, and so on. So starting with week 1, Jess, starting with week 1, let me set it up real quick. Give me a second. There it is. With week 1, and I did not put my screensaver on this one. So many multiple cameras. Give me 1 second. So much. Hold on, guys. All right. For now.
There you go.
There you go. So, Jess, I'm going to go ahead and let me get your page set up. Hold on. Boom. Let me get your page set up here. Make sure we're all on the same page here. Got your name on there, Niner Jess. All right, so week 1, Thursday, September 4th, you got the Dallas Cowboys -1 defensive end heading to Philadelphia Who is winning that game in your opinion?
I have Philly winning.
All right, let's put that X on Philly. You got Philly. All right, you got Philly. And then on Friday, which is kind of odd, but on Friday, and I think it's going to, I forgot where it's going to be played on.
It's going
But-
to be in Brazil.
Brazil, okay. You got Kansas City at the LA Chargers with Harbaugh. Who do you got in that game?
I have the Chargers.
The Chargers. All right. All right, moving on. September 7th, Sunday. Tampa Bay at Atlanta.
Tampa Bay.
All right, we got Tampa Bay. Then we got Cincinnati at Cleveland.
Cincy.
Cincy. Then we got Miami at Indianapolis Colts.
Miami.
Miami. All right. Now we got Carolina at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
We got Jacksonville. Las Vegas at New England.
The Raiderettes.
The Raiderettes. There you go. Then you got Arizona at New Orleans.
Cardinals.
Cardinals, okay. Then you got Pittsburgh at the New York Jets.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Then you got the Giants at the Washington Commanders.
Washington.
Washington. Then you got, let's see here, Tennessee at Denver.
Denver.
Denver. All right.
Yep.
Then the most important game of the week, you got the San Francisco 49ers, arguably the best team, going into Seattle. Who do you got in this game? As I should ask.
Go Niners.
Go Niners. I love it. Then you got Detroit going to Lambeau Field and taking on the Packers. Who do you got?
Green Bay.
Green Bay. And then you got Houston at the LA Lambs. Who do you got?
Houston.
Houston. Then you got Baltimore. Lamar Jackson going to Buffalo, New York to face Allen. Who do you got?
Buffalo.
Buffalo. And then the Monday night game, Minnesota at Chicago. Good Bears. Who do you got?
The Bears.
The Bears. And give me your total score for the Monday night game.
44.
44. There you go. So those are the picks for Jess. So she took the Eagles, the Chargers, Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, Miami, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Arizona, Pittsburgh, Washington, Denver, San Francisco, Green Bay, Houston, Buffalo, and the Bears with a total combined score of 44 points. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's now my turn. All right. So I got obviously the Okay, hold on. Let me get my name on there. Boom. All right, Niners sickness. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to take the Eagles as well. Then I'm taking Kansas City to beat LA. Then I'm taking Tampa to beat Atlanta. I'm taking Cincy over Cleveland. I'm taking the Colts over Miami. I'm taking Jacksonville over Carolina. I'm taking New England over the Raiders. Then I got Arizona over New Orleans. I got Pittsburgh over the Jets. That's going to be a fun game. We're seeing Aaron Rodgers go back to New York. Watch him get hurt. I got Washington over the Giants. I got Denver with that number one defense over a rookie quarterback. That's going to be a man. If anybody has Denver as their defense for fantasy, this is the time to play them. Ooh, it's going to be a massacre there in Denver. Then I got San Francisco, of course, going into Seattle and slapping those Hawk fans in the stands. I got Green Bay taking care of business at home. I got Houston going in and take care of the Lambs. I got Buffalo at home. And Monday Night Football, the Bears. And I have them at 41 points total score. So those are my picks on the screen, guys. Those are my picks for week 1. Let me know in the comments what your picks are. Share with us. Feel free to do the same with us. So every week, we're going to go ahead and do our picks like that. And then we're going to, each week we'll tally up the wins and losses, and then we'll go on for the season as we go live once a week here on the Niners Now podcast. Did you know someone out there took that name and made a YouTube channel with the same exact name?
Well, they're 49ers now. We're Niners now.
Oh, they changed it?
I think NBC Sports Bay Area has it as 49ers now.
No. This is a fan that started.
Oh,
a
really?
YouTube.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't
this
know.
is just a fan. He has 100 subscribers in his Niners Now podcast. So, either way, it's all good. We know who the vets are here. But Jess, our first week coming together. I am so excited. Once again, teaming up with you. Looking forward for a great season. Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Come check out my podcast. It's East Coast Red and Gold Podcast. It's me, Ty Austin, Maddie B, Niner Lady Dina. We're going to be on tomorrow, Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific. And we have a Seahawks reporter, Corbin Smith, coming on to chat with us.
Oh, all right. You heard it. Make sure to tune in. It is 5 o'clock Pacific time and it's 8 o'clock Eastern, correct?
Yes.
All right. So make sure to tune in and listen. Great cast over there, and continue to support your girl, Jess. As for me, I'm excited to get back live talking football with my co-host, Jess. I'm looking forward for a wonderful season. And each week we're gonna share our input about the game, what we thought went right, what went wrong, and give you our opinions. And to all those listeners out there, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, not only to my channel, but make sure to follow Jess as well. They're working hard over there. Give her a subscribe as well. And until next Tuesday, remain faithful and remember, Jesus loves you. We're out of here, Jess. Peace.